Guys, Ankalaev and Jan Blachowicz are going to go head-to-head for the World Championship this Saturday at UFC 282. And what's even better, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, has some awesome deals for you guys. All new customers sign up using promo code Sonnen. Bet just $5 on either fighter to win before the fight starts and get $150 in free bets if your bet wins. Want even more action? Combine multiple bets like which fighter will win, how long the fight will last, and more in one parlay to give you a shot at even bigger winnings. If mobile sports betting is not yet available in your state, DraftKings Daily Fantasy is giving all MMA fans a chance to cash out this weekend. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, guys, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use promo code SON and bet just $5 on any UFC 282 fighter to win and get $150 in free bets if your bet wins. That's promo code SON and only at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC. All right, here's a headline for you. Let me read this from one of my favorite dirt sheets. This is from Mania. Jesse wrote this one. Belal Muhammad claims he has already signed to rematch Leon Edwards at UFC 286. Rocky responds. That's the headline. Now, wouldn't you know that this is going down in March, right? Every single fight you've heard of in the last three, they're all going down in March. I think this one actually is in March. Okay. So the UFC is going back to London. Belal Muhammad claims that he has already signed and that he will be fighting Leon. That's a great claim. It's very interesting. I mean, let's use that as a jumping off point. Kamaru Usman has not made that claim. When we talk about Kamaru is going to be fighting Leon, we could amend that statement a little bit. Kamaru should be fighting Leon. When we say Kamaru is going to get the first title shot, we could amend that statement. Kamaru should get the first title shot. It will be a true trilogy. They've gone twice before. They've split them. It was a head kick heard around the world. History of the UFC, when you have an upset like that, you rematch it. The example that I'll use would be St. Pierre versus Matt Serra, part 1. Everything that we say that Kamaru and Leon, we do have to amend it. It should be Kamaru. We could go further to say we're going to offer, we expect, we think it's Kamaru Usman. You cannot say that it's going to be Kamaru versus Leon. You can't do that. You don't know what's going to happen. You do not know what's going to happen between now and then. Kamaru Usman has been oddly quiet. Knowing Kamaru Usman, he thinks that's appropriate. He thinks it's polite. He thinks this is Leon's time. Let him have the spotlight ahead it long enough. That would be my guess. But quiet is quiet, and you got Belal telling anybody that I want a rematch. Belal is the one that stopped Leon's win streak. Stopped it with a no contest. Very meaningful guy. Belal would qualify for a number 1 contendership in just about any other scenario except for the one we're in right now, which is the champion who was ranked number 1 in the world pound for pound, took a kick in the 5th round after his win in a contest. I mean, I fully understand that is Kamaru's fight. I'm just fully sharing for you. We don't know what's going on. You don't know if Kamaru wants to do a fight that day. You don't know if Kamaru can. We don't know where the health report of Kamaru is. These things are big stretches. I'm sharing for you, though. We don't ever have something until we have it. I mean, it was a week ago that we were going to see Glover Teixeira fighting Saturday night for a world championship. You see how very different these things are. It was that same week ago that Ankalaev was not in a title fight. Jan Blachowicz was not in a title fight. Things move really quickly. And I offer it to the extent that George Masvidal, it appears to me, is putting every egg in the basket of Kamaru's not going to fight Leon next. Masvidal has turned down fights with Burns. There was a report that came out online that Masvidal and his management have split ways. I have to say it's a report online. I'm not reporting that to you. Those guys had a great relationship. I hope that it still is. But everything that George Masvidal appears to be doing, from me as an outsider, is hedged on an understanding that nothing in this sport is done. And the greatest way to an opportunity is to accept one when it presents himself. I believe that he is putting himself in a position to be completely ready, hoping that said opportunity appears. That's what I think. And you know what? That's not the world's worst strategy at all. There's a time and a place where eventually you've got to get on with it, but it's not the world's worst strategy at all. 3-piece and a soda is a real thing. Become the guy that Leon wants. Leon wants Masvidal. He's just not going to give it to Masvidal. He's now got a championship. He's not going to give him the opportunity. I think that we all get those things. Let's say Leon's getting ready to fight Kamaru. He's all game on this fight. It's in his home country. The arena's sold out. For some reason, Kamaru can't come. Leon's going to want to stay there, even if it means giving an opportunity to a guy he didn't want to give an opportunity to. Don't forget, 3-piece and a soda took place on home soil for Leon. Like, there's very good reason that Leon would want Masvidal. Masvidal seems to be keeping himself available. Masvidal now has competition in the form of Belal Muhammad. I don't know that either one of those guys would get the nod. With Kamaru out, that division's very different. Maybe we go to the number one contender. Maybe we go to Colby Covington. Maybe you see what Chimaev's up to. I'm just sharing for you, like, we don't know all of these things. And for Belal Muhammad to be inserting himself in Leon's business at a time that you think Leon's dance card is full, is anybody's ever? That's never a bad plan. It is never a bad plan to be ready. George Masvidal has taken a massive risk, in my opinion. I think I'm right that he's keeping himself out and he's just waiting for 3-piece and a soda. He's waiting for that chance to come around, which is lightning in a bottle of a chance. But with big risk comes big reward. I think that's what he's doing. I think now he's just got competition for it. Lightning in a bottle is going to strike. Is it for sure going to fall on Masvidal? Well, probably not. Not for sure. Now you have now you have Belal competing for it. It's an interesting thing and it's an appropriate thing. And like every fight, this is going to be in March. Definitely have no argument for me that it should be Kamaru Usman offered that fight. It should be Kamaru versus Leon. There's lots of things that should be. That's just not the way that this sport goes. And to put yourself in a position to be successful, there's nothing anybody should fault there. The fact that Belal Muhammad is going after Leon, he's getting responses from Leon. That's more than anybody else at the top of the division is doing right now.